I haven't been live since I got God of War. The fucking state of play, bro. The insane state of play. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're watching it, bro. We're watching it again. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Here we go. Oh, War, Laufey. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Chat, when this came on, I'm telling you, when this came on, I could not believe it. And I was like, because I was just chilling. I was just on my phone while this was on because I was like, cool. It was a very good state of play. I have to say, there was a lot of games that I enjoyed. Until Dawn 2, I'm looking forward to because I've not played any of those sort of games on stream before. And I'm really looking forward to playing that kind of game on stream with you guys. And then chat, when this was there, and there were like 20 minutes of a game that you've never ever... It made it sound like it was a new game completely, right? Like not of a title. And like it went really quiet and all you could hear was this shit. And then everyone's just like, oh, what's going to happen? And I'm like, interesting. And at this point, I'm just still looking at my phone, right? And then I heard that even the first hum, I locked the fuck in. And do you know how... I've seen so many reactions to it as well. How impactful a game has to be for people to hear just that first bit. And everybody I've seen, as soon as they hear it, lose their shit because they know. They know what's about to come, bro. New up-and-coming games have a subtitle that starts with an Requiem, Resonant, Recompense, 2 games of Revelations. Oh, there's a lot of bars, yeah. Even I recognize that. I didn't play it. Exactly, Ben. Exactly. Please be Blueprints too. Ben, actually, what did you think of this trailer? Given that you don't like God of War, and that's probably the worst thing about you, what did you think about this? Very good trailer. Oh, okay, then. Interesting. It made me almost want to play the game.
Find your way home.
Oh my god, chat. I'm so...
You are
you
free.
know this is my favourite game of all time, chat. My favourite game. Also, we have the God of War remakes. You best believe I'm playing those on stream. I have not... I don't even think I played 3, and I think I played half of 2. But like... Oh. No, I think I played 1 and 2 all the way through, but I never played 3. And I haven't touched them since I was a kid. So you best believe when those remakes come out, we're playing them, bro. Oh my god, I can't wait. They're cooking! Santa Monica cooking! And honestly, when they showed this bit, chat, I'm not gonna lie. Because it went on for quite... Like, they showed like, this whole part of it. I did low-key think... low-key? I did low-key think this was gonna be a remake for some... Like, a remaster of the first game. And I was like, there's no way. It's too soon. And I was kind of like, there's no way they're gonna remaster this fucking game. Surely not. 1 to 3 would take a while. It depends on how far they are in the development, Yagon. The fact that they've announced it now usually is a good sign that they're like a decent way into some sort of development. They might not have like anything showing this year, but I reckon next year they could have some like release dates maybe coming. You know exactly as well as it. Yeah, low key, bro. Witcher 1 remake, there'll be more my speed. Oh, dude. I couldn't get into the Witcher games. I'm hoping the new one I'll get into, though. The Fable game, I haven't seen the new trailer of the Fable one. I've heard it's a good one, and I'm already excited about Fable, so I might need to give that one a look as well. It looks so good. And this is just like gameplay they're showing us. Not in like finished development. And it already looks so good. And also, Deborah is a fantastic actress. I watched her in all the Daredevil and Punisher stuff and she's so good. So I'm very excited to see her actually have a full role in a game now, not just being like the side character in Kratos is. Yeah, the fucking Elder Scrolls 6, bro. Studying my potions and brewing my oils and reading about enemies before each fight. Look how pretty this bit, and this isn't even meant to be like a super pretty area, I don't think, but it still looks so pretty. And also, I feel like nobody initially like clocked about this mask stuff, chat. I feel like I haven't seen many people talk about the mask. They're like, bro, this is the fucking mask from Odin. Like, it's all connected, bro. It's all coming together, fam.
You know where I am? Okay. Burned clothes.
Yeah, she's very cool as well. She does D&D and all sorts of stuff. So she's actually like a gamer, right?
I didn't get to say goodbye.
Ragnarok was a PS4 game too. Ragnarok? Was Ragnarok on PS4?
This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim.
So good at it, yeah. I saw when she taught the guy who plays what's his name, Frank Castle, and she was like teaching him about the D&D stuff, and like got a little sesh out of him.
Mask. How?
So, obviously, bear masks, fam, right? And is that bear masks across like all these mythologies have these like the same idea, you know? Her combat is insane, guys. I don't get how anyone, I'm sorry, can be complaining about this game. If you are a fan of God of War and you are not hyped about this game, you are not a fan of God of War. It's what almost brought you in. Dude, look at this shit, dude. Look at this shit. Just the power behind the hits is insane. And then that kick, bro. She fucking kicks him, chat. She fucking just kicks him, bro. Also, let me move my cam back there this way. Look at that kick, bro. She just fucking yeets him. Fucking hell, man. And the slide into the combat. Oh my god. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. Give it to me now, man. Something about her feet's not touching the ground, but it's just a detail. I mean, bro.
Good idea.
People talking about feet not touching. Shut the fuck. Bro, this is early fucking footage of a game that doesn't even have a release date. And people are going, her feet aren't touching the ground. First of all, she doesn't even touch the ground half of the time, dude. Oh my god. It's touching the ground, bro. Her feet's touching the fucking ground.
Armor. Good idea.
Oh my god, people are so annoying. Some fans say it's not Kratos you play. She looks old. No one is like, yeah, but fucking gamers are degenerates. Okay, something everyone needs to keep in mind. The majority of gamers are fucking idiots. Okay, fucking stupid little idiots who have such closed minds. It's incredible. Okay, and I feel like people don't remember that sometimes. People try and ignore that part of gaming when actually most of the gaming community is that kind of vibe, okay? And it's so tragic. And it's also why people still look down on gamers, right? As like this cringe, because most gamers are stupid. And like it's so they're just they're sexist, they're racist, and it's like everything about they're homophobic, right? Like everything. And it's like, bro, these minds of these gamers are so narrow and underdeveloped. It's fucking wild, bro. Like, step outside, live a life, and educate yourself. Oh my god. Sorry, I went on a bit of a rant there, didn't I? I don't usually do that a lot. See, this is a bit witchery at times. Maybe Witcher 4 could bring back some people. Oh, it could do. I mean, Witcher 4, I want to see some more gameplay of Witcher 4. Sorry to mention Witcher again, but Witcher 4 is also receiving a lot of criticism. Yeah, exactly. Which, by the way, is a woman in the franchise. That is very prominent, bro. Very prominent. And also, I saw something about like the fact that like she's bi or gay or something, right? But like, and like people going, oh look, they made her bi or gay. What? Apparently, she's always been. I don't know much about The Witcher, right? So, but apparently, she's always been like that. She's been very obviously clear in every single game that is Ciri. And now people are just being like, ugh. And also, look at her. Look at this woman kicking ass, fam. Are you not entertained? How are you not entertained, bro? Oh my god. And we haven't even seen the best part of this trailer yet. Holy shit, dude. You want to play as Kratos? You play all the games. Kratos has 7 games or fucking whatever, bro. 6, 7 games. Go play Kratos. All right, let everyone else who has an extra one extra brain cell more than anyone else just enjoy stories across the fucking universe, dude. Like Jesus, 6, 7, shut the fuck up. Also, isn't it wild? I have ever since that has become a thing, 6, 7. Everything is 6, 7. Like, I notice it so much. Like, for some reason, 6, 7 seems to be the most common combination of 2 numbers. And I never noticed it before. Like, the amount of times I say 6, 7 o'clock is insane. I've never noticed how much 6, 7 comes up. There's no other 2 numbers that come up as much as 6, 7, bro. It's so crazy. Yeah, she's not even new in the Witcher game, dude. Oh my god. They need clicks, yeah. But also, Souls, there are genuine rage baiters, but I will say this. The majority of the gaming community is like that. Even the people that aren't creating this news, they genuinely do believe that and they have that feeling in gaming. And that's so depressing. And it's such a minority of people who don't give a shit about it. And it's so, and even if people don't admit it, there are people that will genuinely think that. They might not say it, but they will think it in the gaming world. It's so, that's why I don't give a shit about the gaming community, bro. I saw it in the new Bond game too. 6. Oh, was it in the new? I just watched 1 or 2 playthroughs of that. It's a mix between old and new God of War in this one. I mean, it just looks, whatever it is, it just looks fantastic. The Last of Us. Hey, look, The Last of Us were good games. The Last of Us 2 was not my favorite game in the world. I found it a bit boring. Not gonna lie. I didn't give a shit about the Abby stuff. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't care less. But I did find the story of Abby and the progression of the story in the main story just really slow and a bit drawn out. It just felt like it went on for way too long, bro. The pacing was so bad for me of the second game. Yeah, and I know the way they killed off is his name Joe? It was a shock factor. Like, cool, you killed him off. Like, even I was a bit like, bro, that could have happened a little bit later in the game. But like, yeah, it is what it is. I appreciate the idea a lot, so I can give it some credit. Yeah, but I watched a lot of playthroughs of it, and because I watch a lot of playthroughs of games in general, I feel like I have a good, like, I notice pacing of story for me is so much more apparent because of that, because I watch it as if I'm watching almost a TV show. You know what I mean? And the story of it just was so, like, every time I thought, oh, this feels like it's going to be like the last episode, it just carried on. And I'm like, why? There's no more to tell, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? I just need to know how prominent the cube is. Okay, so yeah, we're getting sidetracked a lot, aren't we? But it's fine. I like getting sidetracked. So walking games. I don't like stealth games in general that force you to do stealth, and that is a game that you can't really brute for. Like, obviously you can brute, but you will take double the amount of time because you'll just die half the time. Getting to that climax and going, okay, rewind 3 days ago, time to challenge your ideas. Just think of that's it. It wasn't pulled off perfectly, of course. Yeah, I think the whole issue of rewinding things to go 3 days ago in any context is a bit hit and miss for me. It's really got to serve a purpose, and I don't think it was the right way to do it in that game. For me personally, just my opinion, obviously, I just don't think that was the right way. I think it would have served more if we built up, having maybe played. I feel like playing Abby at the start of the game would have made more of an impact, because everybody would have been like, "Fuck, we're playing as some random person. Where is this going to tie in?" And then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, half an hour in, you switch to playing as Joel, and then like you do that part up to that part, and then you're like, "Oh, that's Abby. We just played. Oh, this is how it's all tying in." And then in your head, you're kind of like, "Okay, this is the two worlds are coming together. The stories are joining up now." Because I feel like in that way, you're more prepared for okay, Abby's probably going to be a part of our story kind of thing because we played as her, and now that's joining with the Joel one. And then, holy shit, Joel dead. She killed. Fuck. Oh, no, that isn't what happened at all, you know? I don't point. A point is that you're supposed to hate her and then fully play as her. It's supposed to challenge you in that way. I do think there's a gimmicky element of the way Last of Us tells its story, but its objections I have with the game are not the same as the haters have. So they're quite. No, but that's what I'm saying as well. By just to be clear, Souls, I don't give a shit about what that Joel died. Like, I don't hate that. I don't care. Like, I'm not angry about any of that. Like the haters are. I'm just saying I feel like the way it happened just didn't have the oomph. Like, to me, it just wasn't the right way to do it. I feel like the ordering of it was a bit weird. And I know what you're saying, Chilled. But, like, I feel like you could have still had that. Because, like, you still would have played as her afterwards. I feel like you could have just done that. But I feel like that would have been the kind of game I would have enjoyed to see, at least, as well. Like, you're playing as these characters now. You've played as them both at the start. You've realized that actually they're fucked up now. And now you're like, you're essentially hunting yourself, you know? Because you're playing these two characters hunting each other. And I don't know. That's just kind of the style I think I would have enjoyed the game more. Yeah. I mean, that is fair. Like I said, it's like, it's a hit and miss on how you feel about like when it happened in the story. I think to me it was just like the actual moment itself just kind of was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, Ben, in terms of the cube, I have some theories, but I want to say my thoughts as they come through the trailer. I don't want to tangent too soon, because I have so many thoughts on this. So many thoughts, chat. And I feel like nobody's talking about the things I want to talk about, for fuck's sake. I've watched so many reactions, and nobody's talking about the things. I think I've seen one reaction that's actually started talking about the mask. And I thank God. Alright. I replayed a lot, not second, yeah.
Guess I'll find my
The
own way from here.
everywhen. Just squeeze through a gap. Yeah, the loading time loaded, bro. You know AAA when they load like that.
No, it can't be. It's not possible. If there's another mask,
The one thing I will say, I know other games do it.
I have to find a way back.
Like where they try and like with the Spider-Man game and stuff, they have like little load times in like little transitions. But the way they do it in God of War, and I know I glaze God of War, and it is my favorite game, so I'm going to glaze it, but I don't give a shit. It hits different, bro. It makes, like, I feel like they make it make sense. In the first game, not all the time. But they learn, I think, in Ragnarok, and like the transitions felt a lot more purposeful, if that made sense, into like the next scene. And like the way they traverse what happened in the second game felt a lot more responsive and less like you're going, you don't feel as like, oh, I'm loading into the next area. The first game struggled, I think, with that at times because it was a lot more slow in the way you did it. But with the snappiness of the traversal in the second game, I think they really did improve that.
Did you come from the Eagle Onslaught? Not the gates. The gateway is closed.
Look at that, chat. Look how fucking cool this is. Dude, when this first happened, I was like, whoa, oh my god, who are... I was like looking, I was like, I couldn't tell, bro. I was like, I don't know what this is. I was like, is that Egyptian? Is it Aztec? I was like, and I don't know what the fuck that was, like Chinese, bro. Oh my god. Because then I saw this and I was like, okay, kind of looks like a Chinese mythological creature to me. I don't know if I'm right or wrong here. I'm just like hazarding, I guess. Kind of gives me that vibe. So I was like, oh, but then that Donnie in the mask here, that kind of looks like, I don't know, bro. Like from this angle, at least to me, just off it just looked, it looks a bit like Alexandrian, if that makes any sense, dude. I don't even know what like Ottoman, I guess, in a way. And I know there's no like gods necessarily from, but just like the style and like that vibe was coming from this mask. But then these do look like some sort of Asian thing, right? Like Chinese or like, I don't know. I guess to me Chinese because it's like gold and they kind of look like terracotta men, but gold. You know what I mean? Designs are really well done. Although I will comment on the design of a certain god in a minute. I mean, dude, they obviously have they've been cooking so hard, Jaeger. They are fucking, oh my god. I'm so excited to see what they come out with. Oh, also, okay, so also, when God of War did this for the first game, well, the new game on the new consoles, God of War, they released a similar thing of gameplay, like 20 minutes, which when you actually played the real game after it came out, you realize that was a very compressed version of the first like hour and a half of the game. And so what I like about what's making me hopeful about this is we're seeing a lot of things in a small amount of time, but I think there's a lot we're missing here that they're not showing, that you actually discover throughout the first hour or two in this game. Because the way she notices this Donnie here, it sounds like she already knows who it is. In this moment, not necessarily, but like when she frees him later on, it kind of felt like why are we so hard focused on freeing this one person? Like it kind of was a weird. I know like she wants to help people, but it felt like she was helping because she'd met him already. And so I'm intrigued to see if I'm correct on that theory or not. I could be very wrong of that, obviously. Also, when I saw this, this looks like, this is when I was like, okay, we're in like multiple mythology, because this one looked like Asian, of like all the armor and the things. That guy kind of looked a little bit like, I don't know, Ottoman-y or whatever vibe that was. This guy was giving me like Celtic vibes, because it reminded me of like that like the goat horn creatures that are like in like Greek and stuff like that. But I know they're also kind of common in like Celtic mythology, because obviously it was talked a lot about Mimir as well, where they had like the Kelpies and stuff like that in Celtic mythology and things. So I was like, maybe this is a little bit of a hint towards that. And the cube, we'll get to the cube in a sec, Ben, don't you worry, sir. And like even here, this kind of, even though I was kind of going like, okay, maybe Chinese, I was like, it is giving a bit Indian as well. So I was like getting a bit excited because it kind of looked like one of the like faces of Ravana as well. And I was like, ooh, this could be like armor based on that as well. Bro. Okay, so this is Bexay, right? So I've got the World Cup here, but I'm gonna just. So the one thing that I saw one like post about this, and I actually do kind of agree. Yes, the designs are all fantastic, right? But what I will say, the base of the post was something like the Marvel, like how people talk about the marvelization of like comic books, right, of into live action, and how they changed the way the suits all look in a certain aesthetic, and it's all like a bit cringe kind of thing. Like it just doesn't give the same vibe of what actually is the suit is meant to look like and all that. And they were talking about that here, and like how they marvelized some of the gods, right? So this is Bexay as like mythology, right? And this is a very common style of artwork in, this is obviously, I think, Tibetan or Mongolian, right? Even in like Indian demon art and stuff like that, it's a very common style to draw it in. Why I do agree, actually. I think I would have really enjoyed it if they leaned into this style for the god a lot more. Like, I actually am a bit sad about it now. Now that I've actually like that is a post I definitely agreed with. And also he's a pot belly dude. He's a pot belly Donnie. Make him pot belly. You made Thor accurately pot belly. Make this Donnie pot belly. Give him the eye. Like, it's the eyes, dude. It's the eyes as well. Like, I might have been able to excuse the body, but if these were big and circular, dude, you know what I mean? Like, I'm almost want to like drag this up into Photoshop and like change this quickly and like see what it would look like, but so it's like, yeah, which is weird because they went but you know, exactly, that's what I was saying. Like they pot belly Thor, so why did they not I don't get it, actually. I'm so sad about that now, because I'm like, dude, look at this. And like, yeah, they've gone scales, and I don't think he has, this is armor. It's not, I don't think he's scale. Maybe he has a little, these are what armory things, right? Yeah. Also, how cool is this though, man? A God of War of like Mongolian fucking else. That in itself is fucking cool though. I will say, holy shit. Like, you're in a God of War game. You've kept the title God of War, and the first thing you're showing is Faye taking on two different gods of wars in mythologies we've never even touched, and a fucking Mongolian one at that, bro. Insane. More standard Christian muscle devil thing, yeah, which is a bit, it is a bit naff. And even the Sekhmet, like the costume is a bit much. I know Egyptians are very like they do wear a lot of the regally vibes, and it looks so good. Like the actual game, it just looks so fucking cool though. So yeah, I saw this and I was like, this is definitely giving like Chinese, because it looked like the terracotta armor style thing. And then she comes through and I'm like, damn, is that Aztec? And then I like saw the Cobra and I was like, okay. I was very confused because it looked half Egyptian, but like being so green was giving me very Aztec. But yeah, obviously now we know. And I guess I should have seen this because it's definitely giving Pharaoh. You look at prominent Mongolian figures who are strong. They're strong men, more round and big, not the chisel. Yeah, exactly. Still a cool design, but I could have been more faithful. I agree. Yeah, and I think, given, yeah, like I was saying, they leaned into that in Ragnarok, in the Norse one, right? Like they had all shapes and sizes of the gods. Like Odin was a Donnie, man. He's just a Donnie, and Thor was fucking bellied up, bro. and like no one was like crazy roided out. So that direction is a bit of a shame for me. I wonder if they're doing anything with the myth with where Sekhmet drank blood, got sleepy, became a cow. Oh my god. To be honest, I don't know anything about the. I love this, not knowing about the mythology now of these bits. Like, I know of gods that existed, obviously. But now I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping they still keep the lore and stuff in the game. And I love being able to read that stuff. And Belt is Cobra kind of giveaway. This is more of a giveaway than the Cobra. I'm not going to lie. Because Cobra is not just Egyptian. That's also why I was very confused. Because also, it's the Pharaoh mask here that's really the giveaway. Because with the Cobra, if you take this off, it could be Indian, dude. It could be Aztec. Like, our gods are blue. Like, the Cobra is this bit here though. I should have been like, fucking hell. Yeah. Feel like the word demon was tossed in the design team. They just went with the first. Yeah. Like, her design is better. I think her design is better than his. Yeah, because the colors are very... Like, the red and green...
Another mask.
Doesn't scream Egyptian. Red and green and yellow.
This is important to you.
So they said another mask as well. So there's been bear masks. We already know that she saw a mask on that. So this is, I'm so intrigued. God, there's so many theories, chat.
I wonder. Do you think this could set you free?
So she says that, right? And I think... Does that mean the mask actually gets them out of this place? It gets them in and out? Or like it maybe, no. Maybe what it is, the mask is the key to avoiding this afterlife if you're a god, I think. I think that's what that's probably implying. And then that's why Odin... I mean, that's not why Odin wanted this, because he didn't know what it meant. He wanted to know why he was... You know, why it was so important, first of all. But I think that's why everyone's trying to get these masks. It's because they want to avoid coming to this afterlife. But giving the impression that some sort of gateway now is closed to like get out, or maybe the gateway to the next realm as well, the next beyond. I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what it is. Her voice sounds... I wonder... Yeah, maybe I need to look up who actually voices each of these. They tore out a mask out of her hand. If she had a shard in the mask, I mean, she was... Does that mean the one in Ragnarok was incomplete? That's also what I was thinking, Chilled. But I'm also wondering, does the mask need to have... It was a splinter, essentially, right? So I'm thinking, like, maybe the mask doesn't need to have, like, every single edge kind of joining, because the rift did open when the mask came together, right? And I feel like it wouldn't do that if it wasn't. It's either that... No, I don't think it was incomplete. But also, more importantly, I feel like, does that imply that she's the one that snapped it? You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Like, she's either met Odin or Thor or whatever, and they had the mask, or she's found the mask, and she knew what the mask meant. Well, she knows what the mask is about, because she was like another mask. So, I think she's the one that's broken this and she's probably the one that chucked them all in where Loki then had to go and find it, dude. Oh, bro, this is all going to be so cool. I also, you know what I get worried about, though, when I theorize like this? I don't want to overhype myself. And I don't want to be, like, making all these things where, like, oh, my God, this could join here, this could join here. And then it doesn't join. And I'm like, oh, that's such a missed opportunity. I don't want to... I'm trying so hard to not do that. But also, it's really fun to theory craft, right? I wonder what the rules are for this afterlife. Kratos has been to Hades before. So yeah, this is the afterlife of the god that everyone. It almost feels like purgatory, right? More than like an afterlife, if that makes sense. So Hades is like hell. Egyptians have a proper afterlife as well, right? And this is clearly not it. So I'm thinking this is more purgatory than afterlife, if that makes sense. because like Valhalla as well for like the gods is their kind of afterlife. So it feels like there's almost like this separation of afterlives within their own pantheons. But perhaps this is where, you know, where they don't go to their afterlife. Essentially, they all come to this one. There's only one place, which is this every when, where if you don't go to your own afterlife, this is it. And maybe that's why the masks exist, because people have come here and they think they can get the mask and go to their afterlife or something like that as a god. That's kind of like my rough theory. He definitely went to his own world's hell. Yes. And I feel like there definitely is a distinction between hell, heaven, afterlife, all of that stuff as well, which needs to be like remembered, I think. Was this instant show? No, they would have said so. I think I have a rough feeling you don't show 20 minutes of gameplay if you're not relatively at a stage of like releasing, having a year release year at least, right? I have a feeling they planned this for a while. GTA kept getting delayed. They've clocked on now GTA's release date, and I think they want a clean slate for this game to come out. I think that's why they didn't even announce the year, because I think even if they said 2027, I think they want to kind of let people hold on to the like thought, when is it going to happen and stuff like that. It would never have been this year. It would never have been this year. But I think the reason why they didn't say 2027 is, one, it's either going to be really late, 2027, or it's kind of a bit of a marketing thing as well, you know? Because they know everybody's going to be wanting to see something, a number. I don't think it'll be early Jan Feb. I think if it does, it'll be late next year. Otherwise, I think it'll be 2028 realistically, if I'm honest. Which is a shame. But alas. Actually, no. God of War trailer. Came out 8 years ago. And then God of War release date. So 8 years ago is 2018. And then no. Sorry. I want to know when they did the God of War gameplay reveal. Because they did a similar thing with the initial God of War. Fuck, right? It's all just fucking showing me Laufey. Basically, release, design, direct, develop, compose, genre, mode, gameplay, synopsis, development. The next began in 2014. This was confirmed by Santa Monica's December 6th that year, where it was in early development. Concept art was in 2016. Game's official announcement came at 2016. With the gameplay demo. Okay, this is what I want to know. So they did the gameplay demo, which was a similar thing to this. It was about 20 minutes long. That was in 2016 for the 2018 release. So I would expect a 2028 release. I would expect a 2028 release for sure. If it lines up with that kind of development, they could do late 2027, because they would have. This feels like it's been in the works as well, and I feel like they probably have a bit more of. They didn't have to develop as much, right? Because I can't remember if it was this or someone said, like, once you've done the first game, you've built the hard work, right? So it's actually easier then, because you have, like, for example, the camera, the perspectives, and the way the combat, the interact, all of that sort of stuff is kind of there now. So you have the foundation, rather than like the initial God of War 2018 is all from scratch. So the development takes a little bit longer, right? And then it gets quicker and quicker to release games depending on the style and whatever, blah, 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 blah. No PC port, so factor that in. Yes. Although PC port was 4 years later on that one, so then the 2018. Sentiment released God of War 2018. I think the DLC was a year out Summer Game Fest. They dropped it. Keep forgetting that. I don't want to get on PlayStation, unfortunately. But that's forever. It is forever away. Wanderer, it is forever away. 2 years. I mean, we're already halfway through this year, though. This year's gone really quick, chat. It's kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. Time's going really quickly. We may not even have our agency of our own devices by 2028. Yeah, that's also true. Tomb Raider remake, can't wait. I got my thoughts on the Tomb Raider one as well. Sony has rolled out PC ports for exclusive games. No, I know. I'm just saying that, like, the ports for the 2018 one came out 4 years later. That's all. I was just saying. Just in terms of a development pipeline for that stuff. I know they're not getting it anymore. Online PlayStation games might still come to PC game like Helldivers 2. Who cares about that shit? Who cares about that shit? I have my thoughts on the Tomb Raider as well, though.
You touch me again, and I swear, I will kill you.
Would you like to see how hard
I
it
mean,
is to die?
Sony could easily be like, fuck, we actually need the money. I can definitely see them changing that in next year, if they do. I wouldn't be surprised, let's put it that way.
You can't keep me here.
The gateway is closed.
The gateway is closed.
No escape.
That's what I'm saying. So the gateway is obviously, it looked like that's how she got in, but also, is she the one that closed it? Also, does that mean the gateway goes to another place as well? That's why I'm like, does that go to somewhere? And that's what the masks actually do help for. Good at being wrong. Oh, absolutely.
Resisting the truth will only make this more painful.
Oh, right into her fucking chin. Oh, I didn't even see the blood dripping before. Sekhmet, you look crusty, fam. Get some lotion on you.
Sekhmet,
No, Betsy. I will handle that problem. You.
I saw a really cool theory, actually, about the telescope. Which I'll talk about in a sec. I wanted to... Oh, this bit was so cool, though. The scale of this fucking bit. Look how small she is compared to that. That is insane. Big kitty, man. Okay, another thing, actually. There is one gripe. One gripe I have with the current God of War series compared to what it was back in the day with the... is the scaling. Size scaling here. Just the pure size of things. With the way they have the camera now, I feel like they have been less adventurous with showing the scale of things. Yes, I think you still get the scale. But I would just love for them in some of the shots and some of the fights just to pan out, like, even if it's in the cinematic part of it, even if they're like, you know, the gameplay, you need to be there to see the way the moves and all that. Even in the cinematic, like here, I almost wish they panned out as over it, and you can see this like mountain where they're on or wherever it is, so you can see the scale of this lion now in comparison to the land. Because we've seen the scale of the lion. Yeah, it looks fucking massive compared to Sekhmet. But, like, it didn't... The scaling didn't quite work there for me on the larger scale of it. Where you could, like, show the scale of this lion even better from another angle now. Because here... everything looks normal. This looks like cool. She just looks, in this scene, everything looks like a normal kind of world. She's a bit bigger, obviously. She's a god. He's a bit bigger. He's a god. Like, we're talking like maybe 8 foot, right? And then here it's like, it looks like, okay, that's in the distance somewhat, but it doesn't. This, you know, in fact, this is fine for now because it's like, okay, cool. What's going on? At this point, you don't know it's meant to be big. But then look at here. Like, she's standing on this. Look at the distance this thing comes, right? Look at its size in comparison here. I know scaling works, but like, this is, I feel like the scale isn't super accurate. Like, he takes like 3 steps down from here, right? And we go to this area later on, and all of a sudden she's like this, bro. This, that didn't feel right to me. That size jump didn't feel right. Like, don't get me wrong, now this Donnie looks fucking massive. This lion is huge, and I can see that scale, and I am like, whoa. But even that like twist there, the journey, that kind of scaling was a little bit off. And now you're like, whoa, okay, this is massive. This is massive, right? So here I'm like, now pan up, show it, show the scale. Like, how big is it? How big is the land? Like, what is the scaling? Like, what is going on? Because these Donnies look normal again. We just saw her looking like a little dot here compared to this massive thing. This is not a long distance. This is not a long distance. Anyway, sorry. I've really rambled on there. I'm so sorry. That might be really boring to listen to. Credo, hello. Cabo Verde reporting in. Dude, Cabo Verde match yesterday. Chef's kiss. Reused the trolls too much. Yeah, I mean, look. Ragnarok improved on the first game so much in every single way. And it was crazy how much better Ragnarok was compared to the first game. And I still love the first game. Like, don't get me wrong. It is strange that they have American accents, for sure. That is also weird. Yeah, and also in the older games, the scaling was insane. Like, you see Kratos, this tiny dude, running on a chain that is the size of like a fucking meteor, and he's just running and running and running. It's taking ages because it's so big and so long. That's the scale you miss sometimes. It's kind of wearing thin. I think it would be a great place to change having cuts again. It would make it feel more alien and different in cinematography. I don't even think it needs to be cut. Like, even if they want to keep the one angle, like the one frame, fair, do it. I love, like, look, one shots in general are very engaging, right? Yes, cuts can help with like dynamic, whatever. But you can still do that without cutting here. It's just about the camera. Like, here, we're not playing as Faye. We don't need the camera to be Faye. And I know here we're not. We're like, but like it feels like we're watching it from Faye's lens. Still, even though we're not third person necessarily, like, we're a zoomed in version of her eyes. You know what I mean? Whereas this is where you can just, this section here, you can just move the camera around, and even if you don't want it to pan up, just move around it, show another angle of everybody from that, you know? I hope you're doing well though, Credo. You enjoying the World Cup? They will not break their house rule. Ooh, France when it restarts. Huh? Have they restarted? I can see how he followed Kitty. You can see how quickly Faye got smaller. Exactly. Like, you know how, like, when you're in a plane and you're looking out the window and you take off, and within like 30 seconds, everything is so small. That's the kind of angle you can get with a camera and give that same effect, where it's like you're even above the lion here, seeing its like snout, and you see Sekhmet like that, and you see them even smaller in the back, and then you just rise with the lion, and then all of a sudden you see the environment, and almost like non-existent humans, and you're like, whoa. This is insane. They're warming up. Okay. It's gonna feel awkward. It doesn't even need to. No, it's not even awkward because you can do the quick boom. You can do the slow rotations, whatever. There are ways to do it. Like the hard part is not the transitions back and forward to the characters. I think. I just think that the adventurousness is kind of not there all the time with the camera, which is a shame.
Okay, I think they're gone.
And even with quick zooming in and out, like the two things when you're doing that, can actually give a bit more of the oomph as well. You're like, fuck. Like, even if you're following the camera travel at a slow speed, you're traveling with the camera. And that travel time gives you the sense as well. Because you're like, fuck, we were that far away, bro. Like, because then the different timings of these camera changes and stuff can give you different senses of scale within the movements of the camera themselves. Like, whoa. You know what? They should fucking hire me, bro. I've got the ideas here, bro. I gotta, you know. Here we go. Here's Frank. PHRANQUE.
You're different.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
How do we get out of here?
Yeah.
I forgot to talk about that telescope. Sorry. I've paused so much, but we're theory crafting. Fuck it. I don't need to apologize to you guys. Fuck you guys. So I heard a very cool theory about the telescope. What if this is the poor Ben wants to know about the fucking theory crafting behind Frank, which I have some. What if this is to do with the Roman gods? Because the Roman gods are planets. And like, what if this is like looking at Mars? Or something like that. That's something that I saw, and I was like, dude, that's actually so cool. Because what if that is the Roman gods, and this is how they keep track of where the Roman gods are and stuff? Oh, that'd be cool. It would be weird to have Roman gods in it. I don't think it'd be weird. Bro, we got every single mythology in this, bro. This is not weird. I know they're very close, but like every mythology essentially has the same shit. So, and I know they're a lot more closely related, but I don't think it'd be weird. Okay, we'll go skip to this bit here. Yeah, so Frank. They're so similar, but it's also cool. You know, like fuck it, just do it, man. Like we're in a fictional world, bro. Who cares?
Okay,
Make them different.
I think they're gone.
Just
Treat them like their own things, bro. Also, so someone said, I don't know, it might have been one of you guys actually. I don't remember. But basically, what if this? In fact, was it YouTube? I feel like one of you said this. What if this is a soul inside the cube? It might have been Chilled. Like, what if this is a soul and later on we free this? Literally the same. But bro, we're just it's fictional worlds, bro. We're literally in a game. Just make them be different. Like, what? Yeah, this is like, what if this is a soul of another god or like a big Donnie, like something bigger, you know? This is the twist. You know what I mean? Like, what if this is the big twist in the game? Like, obviously they were teasing about the sword. Need rules to be effective and consistent, or as Fortnite. No, there are rules, bro. There are rules. Don't worry.
Oh.
Oh, also, and that like when she saw the shining on the telescope, that it could also, what if that is actually relating to like them keeping an eye on the sun because of Ra, and Ra being like the father of Sekhmet or something like that, or whatever it is, and like that's like the way that they keep tracks of where Ra is or something like that. That could be also another thing. That was a cool theory that I saw. But yeah, what if this is something? This is something, you know? Like, what is... Frank is not just a cube. This little glowing thing is a soul of some sort of a god.
You know what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
And this sword is definitely Chinese.
I'm the ribbon.
Well, not definitely, but it's definitely heavily theorized that this is a Chinese sword.
The cube is Frank.
And, like, it's a divine sword from Chinese mythology. Apparently, there's loads of divine swords in Chinese mythology. And the reason why the gods are scared of it is potentially because it could kill them for good.
You're not even all here.
Of course I'm not here. I'm dead.
You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
It's like you're holding something back.
This isn't working.
is that, dude? Every god in heaven a special what? Yeah.
Afterlife
It's,
is the
it's
god.
similar in Chinese, but there's bare weapons
Call
found.
it the everyone.
Afterlife. To the
Chat,
gods.
I just hope, for the love of God, I just want to see one Hindu god.
So,
One.
what's
Just
the plan,
one.
boss?
And I won't be satisfied, but it will at least make a little part of me happy.
That cask.
And if they don't, I'll be so sad. We're in the afterlife of the gods.
Wait, you
It
did
is
that big explosion.
one of, if
right?
not the biggest pantheon of fucking
do
gods
that
out there, bro, okay?
My magic. It's wrong here.
I still hate the and you're a talking cube.
One
Oops,
out, right?
and a sword now to
I think we all want
what the
that.
heck is going on around here? I mean, look, it's so divided on the cube. I couldn't give a shit, bro. Like, I couldn't give a shit. It's really, for me, it's just not that deep. You know what I mean? We're in an every when situation. Anything can go, bro. You know what I mean? But this is the thing. I think I genuinely think it feels random now. But I do have this feeling that it's gonna be the twist. I feel like this is the twist. I feel like it doesn't feel like a God of War thing. Like, they put so much thought and stuff into the characters that are involved in these stories. They all serve a purpose. It wouldn't make sense. It just would. And don't get me wrong, this could be where they fuck up, Chilled. This could be where they fuck up. Don't get me wrong. I could be proved wrong by the end of this, and I will admit if I'm wrong. But it just doesn't make sense for them to make a random character that doesn't belong to anything. We have every single mythology in this bitch, and you're telling me we've created a new character? Like, come on. As it stands, it's like, yeah, okay, what's going on? You know, like, why are we doing? You know, well, we got a fucking cube, bro. Yeah, I get that, but like, also, Carly's technically the God of War there, right? No, not the God of War. Is she the God of War? She might be the God of War, actually. She's just a fucking bad bitch, bro. That's what. It's the God of Death, I think. Not War, but maybe both. Yeah, death and destruct, but death is. I know more for God of Death, not War. The God of War is actually someone I never heard of really before. It's Kartikeya. So this is the God of War in Hindu mythology. This Donnie, and I've never really heard of him, so I don't know how prominent he is. Why have they fucking put this Donnie here? Kratos is not the God of War in Hindu mythology. Okay, fucking hell. Yeah, Karthikeyan. I'd not really heard of this Don before. But yeah, Kali is the God of Death. Or Goddess of Death, should I say. Man, if they do the Disney crossover like Kingdom Come, I don't even know what that is. The Cuba Frank fits with the Romans history. Is a Frank? No, Goofy. Like Frank the Cube. Also, I do kind of wonder if they named him Frank because I know this is probably so not correct, but I was kind of like, is it like a little Easter egg for like the Daredevil fans? Because, you know, Deborah was like in Punisher and like she was very close to Frank Castle, and like having her call her sidekick Frank is like a little teaser. I don't know. Like a little Easter egg, not teaser. I just realized Fate isn't a god. How the fuck did she get here? That's the question. That's the question. So this is the I think it's to do with the mask piece in her hand. I think the mask piece in her hand is the reason she's here, but is also the reason why people don't come here, if that makes sense sometimes as well. Like, it's their escape from this area. But I think that's the reason she came here. Because I feel like maybe only gods can wield the mask or something like that. Something, I don't know. That's my theory. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. I won't say it in chat since maybe it would be considered spoiler, but Google Norse mythology Laufey. No, but I know Laufey is like a different person in the mythology. But I don't want to like go off of that because they've changed a lot You know what I mean? From the like Loki is fucking Kratos' son. Like, come on. I don't wanna like deep it too hard with Laufey because this is it. This is them telling Laufey's story from the God of War perspective, if that makes sense. So I kind of don't wanna believe it's gonna be as linked to that mythology as it could be. There is a bunch of fodder peeps, but they could also have been created by the gods that were there. It's got the care, yeah. Like Frank that gave it getting in front of course he'd be scared of you would love accordion. And I don't know if an accordion shows up in the everyone then I'm uninstalling the game, bro. Shows up in Shin Megami Tensei games sometimes, but not quite as a prominent. Ah, really? Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Oh, want it to be a historic pun, otherwise they miss an opportunity. This Laufey will have a completely different tie, I would think, after seeing this cube and whatnot. Who knows? Yeah, who the fuck knows? There are different ways to define a god. Doesn't help that North myth is recorded after Christians fucked it. Yeah, and like, I do think my theory is the mask is the reason she's here. Like the part in her hand. I feel like she maybe wouldn't have gone here if she didn't have it in her hand, but who knows?
You do.
Faye, you need to accept it. All of it. You're dead.
How? How do I accept that?
Simple. Focus. You're here. Be here.
But what if I need to be somewhere else?
Then focus on what you do need.
I like this bit where she hears Kratos' voice in this way.
Find your way home.
Hey, that's it.
Her magic looks so
What were you
cool.
thinking of?
A promise.
Okay, we'll take it. Now let's get out of here.
He's not back cubing. Yeah, I think they should have learned from the other games that people don't want that. Or at least as often as it happened.
Wait, not a good idea. Bad idea.
Or that they put it in an accessibility option for people who do need it. They love hard. Yeah, I think so.
Kratos.
Oh man. And I hope Kratos is not in this game in any other way other than this kind of vibe, because I'll be so pissed off, dude. I don't think they will, but like I want it to be in the vein that Kratos saw Faye in his game. I don't want him to be in this game, if you know what I mean. Let it be about Faye. Let Faye be the character. Yeah, exactly. Even that would just be like an accessibility thing, you know. John of War.
Kratos.
Thor. Some heard this part was when Kratos fought Thor and a thing happened. Yeah, I saw that. I think that's a massive reach. I've seen the video where they compare the bit where he gets resurrected by Thor, and it times with him dying, him holding the hand, and when he disappears, it's exactly the same time he gets revived. I think that's a stretch, bro. Don't get me wrong, I could be proved wrong, but I think it's a stretch. Given she literally just... I mean, I know time might move differently in here, but she just said that like pyre and shit happened, so... And I personally think there will be a lot of points in this where we see her do things that will be affected and what will have happened in the game. I know they've kind of alluded to the who called the serpent in the first game as being one of the... as being Baldur or something. I don't believe it. I feel like she's going to call the serpent, bro. Somehow. Or do something with the serpent from here or something. Yeah, they're all Mongolian.
Rue? I think you should give her the sword.
How do I know I can trust her?
I'll give it back. I promise. Okay. Take it.
Bro, the music in this bit. Oh my god. This bit, oh. Bro, the crescendo of that is so good. The music in this whole like gameplay is so fucking good, bro.
Wait! You need to get out of here!
Not until I get you out.
I don't need help!
Here we go, coming up behind.
See, like that, like I get that she could want to be like helping, like just because she helps, but it just feels like she's met him already in this game. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's definitely things that they've skipped over, but like, because there's no way you fight fucking Bexay in the first 20 minutes of the game, dude. Let's be real. Maybe you do though. Who knows? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know anything, dude. Soundtrack will fuck. Soundtrack will fuck. Yeah. Ruben will probably backseat a lot. I heard the Ruben talk a lot. They cooked enough to almost convince me that. So that's a fit. You know what, Ben? I reckon you're gonna play this game and love it. It's a lot less Dark Soul-y, like From Softy in the combat. You can see it's a lot more dynamic. Which I actually think they lent further into that since the last game as well. Because even in the last game, it got more dynamic than it did in the first game. The first game, I think they really tried to make it very kind of From Soft in the way the staticness of the combat with a little bit of like ability. But then in the second game, it got very dynamic, and I think they know that people really enjoy the dynamicism of the fighting in the second game. And here, I think they've just taken it to another level again. And I like it though. Because I feel like they found their kind of style of combat now, where it's a good mix of a few different genres, but like it still feels now unique to, like, people will be like, this is the God of War combat system, you know? Like they've kind of got an identity around the combat, which is really good. Air combos is Pog, feels more like Devil May Cry. Yeah. It feels very, that's what I'm saying. It does feel like they've got that identity back with their fighting now. Which is so good. And it's the air stuff she's doing is fucking mental. Obviously you can see when she does the like little finishes as well, which are very cool. I'm glad that they kept that in. Hope they still have the variety. It would be a video game to have you do an early fight, force loss, and then have a proper fight much later. I hate tropes in that game. So yeah, I'm just thinking about, like, I know they did that with Thor and stuff, but that was also because it was a second game. Would they do the same sort of thing here, where they chuck you into a big boss straight away? Like, would they have you fight a God of War within the first 20 minutes? Or would they have you fight a minor big Donny guy, like a troll, you know, that they did in the first game? I don't know. We'll see.
An idea on opening that cage.
Devil May Cry. Oh my god. I like the puzzles in I think they were like not too hard, not too easy.
Lady, that sword, it's more than you think it is.
Dude, look at the camera here though. This is such good camera work on this part. I love it. And the fact she fucking spits on him, bro.
Already? I will.
And like the little detail. Can we just appreciate the detail here? Also, the facial animations are incredible, dude. Look at her face. Look at her face. And then look at the little, I love the little, that little fucking, oh my god, so sick, dude.
Already?
She's so badass. It's insane.
Kill you.
And also the way she said kill you there was so not cringe, and it was so perfectly delivered. She's such a perfect pick. Bro. I don't think I've seen anyone comment on how fucking cool that fire shit is that he just did. Bro burned the whole fucking arena, dude. I don't think I've seen anyone that, oh my god. Iraq to get, oh, hopefully. That was such a cool visual. That is so fucking good. Oh, it's so good. This fight is so good. Like, it's you can see how much they've improved on even from the last game.
Don't know what you will.
It's so much more dynamic and like actually feels like you're fighting in a movie, if that makes sense. But like it just feels like a good fight. Like it doesn't look like there is like obviously there will be a moveset and whatever, but it doesn't feel like you're just going, okay, parry, hit, trigger. Like it feels dynamic in the way you're changing and a bit more flexible in the way you want to fight. Like you don't it doesn't feel like you're just doing the same shit over and over again.
You're scared of this sword. Why?
I fear nothing.
Yeah, I mean she taught Atreus what, so you know. It makes sense. He got his magic from her, so we're gonna see a lot of things that Atreus did because like, that is so sick with the sword. Oh my god. Look at the camera work in this fight is so good. This is where this is where this camera really does shine as well, is in these kind of things there. Like the close up and they're really leaning into the facial expressions here. I love it. Okay, this is the one thing I had a bit of an issue with, other than in terms of the scaling as well. Well, not one thing, but another thing with the scaling. This one jump here didn't feel right. I've watched it so many times, and every time I do it, and I know what's going to happen, it still doesn't look. The perception of that didn't. It felt weird. It didn't look like it was coming towards us until the last second. Like it didn't feel like the growing. It didn't feel right. Like here, it doesn't look like he's moving until like about just past this bit. The sleepy has hit me, no problem, Shield. Don't worry. I'm so glad you could join. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a good night, sir. Catch you later indeed. Yes, we are back, baby. Not even a shorter distance. It didn't feel like they moved the character really in the first half of that jump, which was...
Just give up.
And what you'll see is later on, he does a jump towards her again. That was a lot better. So that's why I'm like, I don't know why this one didn't feel as right, because that other one was really good. Like, it's really well done. Look at her face, dude. Look at the facial expressions. Also, she's getting fucked up here, bro. And she just brushes it off. Oh, that is so painful, bro. Oh my god. This jump here, this is a really good one. Like that one from the... That's what I'm saying. That whole bit there, I tracked it, you know. Colas! Thank you for the 56 months, bro. We've known each other for over 56 months, Colas. That's wild. Thank you for the resub as well, that I appreciate. I hope you have a good night, sir. We are going to be departing soon after we've analysed this. That, like, can you see that whole jump from that bit was like... It was there. I could feel that. And the music change here for the theme. So... Oh, it's so good. Grabs it. Whips it. Takes it. Bam! Oh, it's so good, chat. And the theme... The theme. Chat, when that hit, the music and I watched it, truly cinema, truly absolute cinema for a gameplay reveal, I have to say. Is this the Laufey then theme? Yeah, 100% it's got to be the Laufey theme. What? And it's so good. Like, it made me completely not even remember everything else that happened in that state of play. Like, yes, Wolverine looks great. I'm sure it's going to be a great game. I'm going to enjoy playing that game. But fuck it, who gives a shit, bro? It's Laufey! Oh my god, what an absolute...